Gentlemen, and welcome to the jungle. We are live here in Attica, Ohio for tonight's N10 matchup between the Seneca East Tigers and the Carey Blue Devils. You're tuned in here on the pregame show brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Greg Kinn. We also have Austin Rodriguez helping us out on the main cam tonight. Thanks for tuning in here, right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Before we get to the broadcast here tonight, we have the national anthem coming up here shortly by the Seneca East Marching Band. But once again, I want to remind you, you're tuned in here on the XCARET Mexican Restaurant pregame show.
In order to make tonight's contest enjoyable as possible, please represent your
I want to make sure I don't get cut off during my sponsor list here. So we're going to go ahead and join Seneca East Marching Band and also singing the national anthem, Seneca East Junior Nora Kelly.
And bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Dang. Dang.
Wow.
You sure they didn't hire a professional singer for that?
Wow. Are we at the, was that the national anthem or were we at the national championship right now? Like, goodness, that was phenomenal. What an outstanding job on the national anthem here. Once again, you're tuned in on the pregame show. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn here with you. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors before we get to the opening tip between Seneca East and Carey. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, Your Next Chapter, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of TIFFIN. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, pregame show brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Halftime show, stick around, brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Our postgame show presented by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. All instant replays tonight, brought to you by National Machinery. And our player of the game presented by Your Next Chapter. Greg, this is a great rivalry between these two schools. No love is lost, I'll tell you that much right now. Seneca East comes into this one at 10-4, 6-3 in the N10. Carey at 3-9, but 3-4 within conference play. And this is a team, this Carey team, I feel like they haven't really found themselves yet here in the early going this season. And this Seneca East team, winners of 4 out of their last 5, they're really starting to come together, take shape as a squad. Obviously, tough loss against Mohawk last week, but this team, they're starting to put things together. They're looking really good so far here in the early going.
Yeah, and this is usually the time where if you're going to get hot, now is the time to get hot going into the end, second half of the season. You want to be playing at your best ball here at the end.
Absolutely right, Greg. Here's the opening tip controlled by the Tigers, and we're underway here in Attica, live here in the jungle. We'll get you the starting lineups here in just a moment. Last time these two teams played each other was back on December 12th last year. Seneca East over Carey, 72-51.
Quit talking like that.
I just had to throw you off.
Last year, not last season.
So starting lineups coming your way. As it's here in the first quarter, still scoreless. And there's a three-pointer. Kyler Bowes pulls up from three and knocks it down and puts the Blue Devils on top 3-0 here in the early going.
First three, we're going to have to go ahead and get a replay on that one. You know how much I love the threes, Nate.
Oh, everybody loves the three. Chicks dig the long ball, you know?
Oh.
Down the floor, the pass intended for Bowes goes out of bounds. And the Blue Devils turn it over. Tigers get it back, 7:02 left here in the first quarter, 3-0 Carey. Let's talk about those starting lineups for the Tigers as they bring the ball into the forecourt. Number 0, Taylor Young. Number 2, Bryler Beamer. Number 3, Luke Mason. Number 12, Lucas Bordner. And number 23, Justin Ryder. There's your starting five for the Seneca East Tigers as Luke Mason pulls up and knocks it down. The junior guard from Seneca East drills the three to tie it up here in the first quarter. Pretty ironic, Greg, that the first two buckets of the game are players in my player spotlight, brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. As Luke Mason scores the first points for the Tigers, averaging about 15.5 points per game, shooting 97% from the free throw line. 33 of 34 free throws on the year for Luke Mason. 6 rebounds per game, 4.7 assists per game, 3.5 steals per game, as he's part of our player spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics.
So folks will have to bear with me here with the scoreboard camera tonight. We're in very close quarters and everything's kind of jammed in here.
Well, it was junior cheerleading night, or biddy cheerleading, I think. So it is a packed house here for Seneca East fans as they were out for during the JV game, and they did a phenomenal performance. We got here for the tail end of it, but just packed house here in the jungle. I mean, we're used to it, but this is a little bit more busier than I thought it was going to be for a random
end of January game.
Yeah, but it is Friday night, and I mean, if you look across the court, there's a Calvert basketball player sitting over there in street clothes, and there's Hopewell Loudon's head coach sitting over there doing some scouting. So I think some other teams aren't really that busy tonight. So maybe this is the main attraction, you know? Five to 4, Carey on top. The last basket from Bryce Puckett, the 6'7" senior post. And I tell you what, I've been waiting to see when this young man is going to show up on my roster sheet. But travel called against the Tigers. Number 11 for the Carey Blue Devils. We'll go through the Blue Devil starting five now here as number 0, Kyler Bowes. Number 5, Braden Kitzler. Number 10, Chase Stone. Number 20, Bryce Puckett. And as I mentioned, number 11, Trip Phoenix. This kid, obviously that's a name you don't forget, but he stood out to me as nice drive to the basket, but an offensive foul is going to be called against Taylor Young. Oh, I don't know about that one. That was I don't know. That looked pretty clean to me, but nevertheless, Trip Phoenix. Isaac was at a CYO track event in 6th grade, and this young man, I mean, you want to talk about fast? This is one of the fastest kids I've ever seen. Like, he was beating everybody in all 3 events that he qualified for. He not only beat the opposition, but I mean, by car lengths, beat them. And I think it was the 100, the 200, and the high jump. A very talented, natural athlete. As the Blue Devils lead 8-4 here. A nice save before it went out of bounds by Taylor Young. It goes off the Blue Devils, but they're going to say Young was out of bounds when he had the possession. So Blue Devils have the lead and the possession, 8-4, 4:20 to play here in the first quarter. Puckett pulls up. The mid-range jumper, no good. Three-point shot off the mark.
You know, I noticed something earlier tonight, Nate. I'm glad that these schools are, I'm going to wait for the shot here. Okay. I'm glad these schools are kind of like me in the way that they think. Sometimes when I'm going to make a poster or something, I can't decide what I want to put on the jersey. Do I want to put Blue Devils? Do I want to put Carey? Well, you noticed earlier in the game, the jersey said Blue Devils on them. Now in this game, they say Carey across the top. So the schools are just like me. They can't make up their mind.
It's a heads-up play along the baseline there by Bryler Beamer to save that one from going out of bounds. Now Lucas Bordner with it along the baseline. Gives it off Aiden Zach into the game for the first time for the Tigers. That one's stolen away. Blue Devil basketball.
That was a nice little steal, like from around the backside there.
Down low, stolen away by Bordner. Lucas Bordner gives it off to Mason. Luke Mason drives, puts it up, puts it in. And Luke Mason now with 5 points for the Tigers. As we mentioned, our VICEK Orthodontics player spotlight. Luke Mason, sensational junior. And Kyler Bowes, both juniors, leading the way for each of their teams. Kyler Bowes comes into this one averaging 13.3 points per game, 33% from the three-point land, averaging 3.3 rebounds per game, 2.8 assists per game, and 2.7 steals per game. That's the matchup to watch tonight, folks. Luke Mason versus Kyler Bowes. They might not be matched up against each other a whole lot, but they're the primary ball handlers for both of their teams. So this is going to be a matchup to watch. Once again, that's brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics, our player spotlight. Seneca East coming into this one, having won 4 out of their last 5. Last time they were in action was this past Saturday, as they got a win at Bucyrus, 48-39.
So they almost had a week off here.
Yeah, a lot of those schools had those games canceled on Tuesday.
Oh, right. Terrible weather. I forgot all about that.
Oh, look at Luke Mason. He said, yeah, put the spotlight on me.
Go ahead and take another look at that one again. You know,
8
I love
points
my threes.
for Mason.
It's from the corner over there. He says, hey, I'm open.
Another 3.
Man, why do they always do this to me, Nate? I'm trying to show replays and they're just nailing back and forth threes.
Chase Mulholland nails a 3 for the Blue Devils.
Oh.
Bordner's shot in and out. And we got a held ball under the basket. Caden Miller had his hands on it, but the Blue Devils will gain possession. And they have the lead. 1:40 to play here in the first quarter. Yeah, Greg, it happens a lot. Back-to-back highlights.
And then you just see like that last shot there. Those are the kind of shots that almost seem improbable. Like, how does it go into the basket, roll around, and jump back out?
Yeah, those are your favorite.
The old half-point shots.
Kyler Bowes pulls up from 3.
Oh.
That one's no good, off the mark. And a rebound grab by the Blue Devils as Chase Stone pulls that one down.
Bows from the bow.
From the bow. Looked like a little shuffle, but Bordner with the interception.
Great pass down the court there. I almost said down the field and still in football mode.
Taylor Young over to Bordner, pulls up inside the three-point arc. No good. Blue Devil basketball. Trip Phoenix kicks it out to Bowes. Right wing 3 off the mark. Blue Devils with it.
Oh, passed it to his teammate a little too much on that one. They threw it almost right past him.
Phoenix down low for Stone.
Nice.
And Chase Stone lays it up and in.
It's quick passing, fire on the rock from teammate, get him right under the basket there. Great job.
Phoenix averages about 2.5 assists per game, so he's a ball handler for this team as well.
Take this one down to the last shot here.
10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Luke Mason gives it off to Bordner. Bordner, 3 seconds, step back, just inside the three-point arc, and he knocks it down, and they're going to call that a three.
Oh, yeah.
So Bordner caps off the first quarter and brings the Tigers within one. It's 13-12. We'll step aside, take a timeout. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Welcome back to Attica, Ohio. We're here in the jungle. As we start the second quarter, the Tigers have possession, and they trail by a point. Oh, what a save by Lucas Bordner.
Yeah,
as he nearly lost possession there.
So they trailed by a point there, Nate, but right before we ended the first, let's go ahead and take a look at how we got to that score. That was a beautiful three-point shot over here.
Nice step back right behind the arc.
Boom.
A drive to the basket by Bryler Beamer. Draws contact, and he'll go to the free throw line. Let's talk about our keys to the game. Brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. Seneca East, right here. This is what I'm talking about, where they're at the free throw line. They are shooting a league best 72% from the free throw line. So the Tigers, they got to get to the basket. Find a way to get to the basket, draw contact, get your free throws, and make your free throws. As Bryler Beamer, unable to hit either one of those on the season. Beamer's a 63% shooter from the free throw line. Turnover by the Blue Devils, as they're getting a little careless with the passes there. That one takes Mulholland out of bounds. Tigers with the basketball. Luke Mason brings it into the forecourt. Throws it down low for Bryler Beamer. Mason along the baseline with it. Spin move, nice move to the basket. And the floater is no good. Tried to get that little teardrop floater to go, but it went in and out. 1 point lead for the Blue Devils. 7:05 left to play here in the first half. Blue Devils have a very methodical approach in their half-court set. Trying to get looks from beyond the arc. That poor referee.
Don't laugh at
No.
that, it's so funny.
I know that's what you were laughing about. I knew as soon as you laughed, I'm like, oh, man.
Well, it's just one of those things, man.
That poor guy.
It's like the odds of getting hit with a ball in all this space. I mean, we've been victim of it before. How many times does a basketball come flying right at our table?
Yeah. Bose cross court to Phoenix. Now into the corner for Mulholland. Blue Devils working around the perimeter. Carter Bame into the game for the first time.
Nice.
Tiger basketball. Young. Nice feed from Lucas Bordner to Taylor Young. And the Tigers take the lead 14-13. Of course, Lucas Bordner leads the team in scoring on the season, just over 15 points per game. And there's the Blue Devils' leading scorer right there, Kyler Bowes, as he knocks that one down, puts the Blue Devils back on top. Back and forth affair here. Three-point shot off the mark from Bordner.
I was going to say, if he nailed that, I was about to call him Joe Cool, the way he just strolled down the court. Right. Pulled up, so I'll take this.
But for the Carey Blue Devils, sticking with our keys to the game, brought to you by ENR Precision, they've got to control the boards. They lead the league in offensive rebounds per game. 12 offensive rebounds per game that come into this one. They average 30 rebounds per game as a team. So they've got to control the boards here tonight. That's going to be the advantage they have over the Tigers, is they've got to find a rebounding advantage. And I think so far they've done a really good job of keeping the Tigers off of the offensive boards. They haven't had a whole lot of second chance opportunities here tonight. There's still 3 quarters to play, as Young throws that one off of Bowes and out of bounds. Oh, Bordner got himself a couple of birds there. And he draws the contact, goes to the free throw line. Lucas Bordner with 3 points here tonight. Looking for number 4 and 5. Bordner on the season, 27 for 39 coming into this one from the free throw line. That's good for a 69% free throw shooting percentage. Knocks that one down, hits 1 of 2. He's got 4 points, and it's tied at 15 apiece. First time these two teams played, like we said earlier, it was a 20-point win for Seneca East in Carey. You got to think that's on the mind of these Blue Devils coming into this one.
Oh, absolutely.
You can see with their half-court approach. Oh, what a recovery from Trip Phoenix. It was poked away, but it bounced right off of a Tiger, right into the lap of Trip Phoenix. He takes it, lays it up, and puts it in, draws contact, and he'll go to the free throw line.
See, I was messing with something when that happened, Nate, and then you talked about it, so let's see if I grabbed the replay fast enough. I might not have, but let's take a look here. I'll wait until he takes the shot.
Off the mark, but the offensive rebound.
No, I didn't get there fast enough. I wanted to see that.
Bryce Puckett grabbed the offensive rebound, but was fouled on the loose ball. Blue Devils with the basketball. That should be 5. That's pretty close.
4.5.
Bowes pulls up from 3. Oh, off the rim, no. Ryder nearly had that one stolen away, but luckily Taylor Young there to grab it for the Tigers. Luke Mason drives, draws contact, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that's what you got to do if you're Seneca East. Work your way to the free throw line. Luke Mason's only missed 1 free throw on the entire season so far.
What?
It's 33 of 34.
That's crazy.
For a 97% free throw shooting percentage.
That is crazy. You don't hear that stat a lot.
Exactly. And that's why. That's pure.
Yeah.
That's pretty pure.
Yeah. I mean,
it helps your dad's a basketball coach, you know.
I don't know if you could have shot a better free throw shot than that right there.
Right?
It's just,
I mean,
his form is just like automatic.
how many of those do you think he shoots in an offseason?
A lot, but look through it. We
Good
got a
Lord.
timeout here?
Timeout on the floor brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. gives me a little bit of time to thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, Your Next Chapter, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of TIFFIN. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, instant replays tonight brought to you by National Machinery. I got to remind all of our listeners of the National Machinery Foundation's scholarships that are available right now. They have a $15,000 scholarship available for engineering and technology students and a $50,000 scholarship available for engineering students. Of course, there are eligibility requirements, but make sure you check that out. The application deadline is March 2nd for the engineering scholarship and March 7th for the engineering and technology scholarship. So make sure you check out the application, which is online. Go to nationalmachinery.com/students to find out more information. Just another way they help the community, I'm telling you.
So get that all done and taken care of before March Madness.
You got plenty of time. That's why I'm giving you a heads up, folks. If you got kids in this area and they're pursuing engineering, technology, any of that kind of stuff, and another three from the Blue Devils.
That one looked like it just launched off the arm like a cannon. Like it just fired right out of his hands.
Braden Kitzler knocks it down. Oh, what a nice feed. Lucas Bordner finds Bryler Beamer.
I'm going back to look at that three again. Just the way that it shoots right out of his arm. Just straight boom. Boom.
Catapult.
Beautiful.
20-19.
So I had a feeling that one was going in when I seen it come out of his hands.
Blue Devils with it, trying to work it around the perimeter. 3:05 left to play here in the first half. Carey with the lead, 20-19 over Seneca East here in Attica.
It's been a heck of a close game all the way through this first half.
That one thrown away into the backcourt. And I think it's going to be Carey basketball. I think it was tipped by Seneca East. We'll see. No. Tigers basketball.
You know, I had a feeling there was some kind of special cheer thing going on tonight because I seen on my Facebook a friend of mine was looking for a bow, a Seneca East bow for their daughter last minute, of course. You know how kids are. And they were looking for a place, and I said, why don't you hit up our friends at STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. I bet you they got all kinds of bows and anything else you can think of there.
Absolutely. That's a great suggestion, Greg. Luke Mason knocks down another one. He's got 13 points here tonight. And a timeout called by the Blue Devils. As Coach Zach Boehm wants to talk things over, we'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. Now, let me tell you about our friends, new sponsor here, sponsoring our Player of the Game Award tonight. Tonight's Player of the Game brought to you by Your Next Chapter, operated by Aaron Wolf. Located at 22 West Market Street in Tiffin, Aaron provides therapy for individuals, families, and children, specializing in trauma, anxiety, and depression. Take the next step towards better mental health. Call 419-969-3446 to schedule your initial consultation today. Or, I'm telling you what, folks, you've got to take that step. And it's hard to take the first step, but put your mental health into the hands of qualified professionals. Don't just listen to TikTok and YouTube and all that good stuff that's out there.
Wait, you mean they're not qualified professionals?
I mean, you know, you shouldn't gain your motivation from inspirational videos on.
But Dr. TikTok told me that
all you got to do is eat lion's mane mushrooms and you'll be fine.
Told me I got to go do ayahuasca with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, thank you to Aaron Wolf for her contributions to the broadcast here tonight, and Your Next Chapter for our Player of the Game sponsor. Stolen away by the Tigers. Aiden Zach poked it away. Justin Ryder with it down low. That one's off the mark. And Stone grabs it for the Blue Devils. Another steal. Bordner with the pickpocket. This one poked away. And timeout called by the Blue Devils. It's a full timeout. We'll keep it right here for this timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore.
A lot of timeouts here going into this end of the first half. Everybody's trying to get the advantage.
Yeah, well, it's a chess match here at the end of this one. Less than 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Actually, it's just a 30-second timeout, so. Head on over to our Instagram page, folks. Find our fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. And we will reveal the results in the postgame show. But once again, make sure you head on over to our Instagram page. Find us, Heart of Ohio Sports, on Instagram. And vote for your favorite team. That's all you got to do. Cast your vote, either Seneca East or Carey. Who are you rooting for tonight? Let us know, folks. We'll reveal the results at the end of the game. Once again, fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Mason with the poke away. But the Blue Devils retain possession. They work it around the perimeter. Chase Stone with it. Kicks it out. Bose out on the perimeter. Spin move, turn around from the free throw line, no good. And a loose ball grabbed by the Tigers. Bordner, Mason for three. Luke Mason, cool hand Luke, knocks it down. A 33% three-point shooter on the season.
Again from that corner.
That's going to be a
there.
travel. Travel called against the Blue Devils. We'll turn it back over to the Tigers. Oh, we got the "you can't do that" chant from the student section over here. Uh-oh.
Always with that.
I see the Moyer boys over there. Yeah, they're going for play. They're going for fan of the game. I know what they're doing. I see your ploy. Actually, Roger Jury's here. He's our fan of the game already. That's done. Done. .43 seconds left here in the first half. Tigers with the possession. And a blocking foul going to be called against the Blue Devils. Looks like that one's going to go on Kyler Bose. That'll be his first. This is a rivalry. Between these two teams, I'm telling you, you talk about, when you ask either one of these fan bases who their rival is, both of them are probably going to say each other. I know we always think that, the Seneca East Mohawk rivalry is a big rivalry, but when I ask the fans, the parents of these teams, the kids on these teams, who's the rival? Like, who's the real rival? Well, I've heard a lot of Seneca East fans say, I just can't stand people from Carey. And I've heard vice versa from Carey fans. I just can't stand Seneca East. And it just doesn't, there's so much bloodlust in this rivalry. You know what I mean, Greg?
That's what happens when you're not that close, but you're not that far away. You're on opposite sides of the county or whatever, but you got that same stance. You want to be the ones that dominate outside of the city.
Right. Kitzler knocks it down from three. Luke Mason nearly turns it over. A held ball. And a possession arrow stays with Seneca East. So 4.6 seconds left. Tigers lead by 2. And a timeout called on the floor. Timeouts brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Take this time and thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall-free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, Your Next Chapter, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. RITZLER Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of TIFFIN. All proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And folks, we've got about 7 games left in our broadcast schedule. Still plenty of time to get on board with us here. Join the winning team at Heart of Ohio Sports. Those interested in sponsoring, you can just do like Aaron Wolf did. Shoot us a message on Facebook, or you can send us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com. And that's the end of the first half, unceremoniously ending. But either way, once again, score as we go to the locker room here. Seneca East leading 25-23. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with the halftime show, brought to you by Hope and Fostoria. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Since 1847, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse has been Tiffin's trusted florist. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, they help you say it beautifully. Whether you're celebrating life's victories or supporting your loved ones, stop by their beautiful shop on Greenfield Street or order online at wagnerflowers.com for easy pickup or delivery. Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery and Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope and Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope and Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope and Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeandfostoria.com. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Welcome back. Austin, you love that song, don't you? Let's go. Yeah, fire up the band. Play it again.
Absolutely not.
You've heard enough of that over the last
Couple days.
month or so.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Well, not November.
Listen to you.
well, Nate, I sent you that picture the other day of me in my doctor's office. He has an Ohio State room in his doctor's office. I
and
said,
there's
of
a-
all the rooms, you got to put me in this one. He came in to talk to me, and he said, oh, I said, what'd you put me in this room for? He said, tell me you're not a Notre Dame fan. I can't help you with that.
I can't help you with that. Welcome back here in the second half. As halftime show brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Outstanding performance by the Seneca East Marching Band as well as the Biddy Cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah, there's down there rocking out.
They did a great job. But Kyler Bowes comes out of the locker room and dots the I of the Tigers and ties it up. Now it's Tigers back on top as Bordner pulls up, knocks it down. It's 27-25. Bordner with 6 points here tonight. Kyler Bowes has 10 to lead the way for the Blue Devils. Luke Mason leading the way for the Tigers with 16 points there in the first half. Bowes pulls up from three. And Kyler Bowes knocks down a three. Gives him 13 on the night and gives the Blue Devils a 1 point lead. Turnover, nearly, actually it is a turnover. Luke Mason tried to save it before it went out of bounds, but Blue Devil basketball. Excellent job defensively by the Blue Devils on that possession. Trip Phoenix with it. Starting fives back on the floor for both teams. And there's a bank shot for three. As Braden Kitzler knocks down another three. He's got 9 points, all from beyond the arc here tonight. Bordner, not enough leg under that one. Justin Ryder with the offensive rebound. Puts it up, puts it in, and draws the foul. I think they gave those points to the wrong team. No? Never mind. Those are Ryder's first points of the game. And he'll go to the free throw line. And that one off the mark. Bowes pulls up and knocks that one down.
Man.
That one just inside the three-point arc. Kyler Bowes with 15 points. And under the basket, Taylor Young lays it up and in. Tigers within two. They led by 2 at the start of the second half, but Kyler Bowes has come out of the locker room on fire. It's his first miss here in the second half.
Yeah, we had a couple lead changes here and there, but they've all been by like a point or two. It's really been a close ball game here.
Stone throws it into the forecourt. Trip Phoenix lays it up and in. Blue Devils lead by 4, 35-31. Bordner, cut off by the defense, kicks it out to Bryler Beamer. Beamer to Ryder. Ryder puts it up off the glass and lays it in.
I always like that when they do the little duck under the defense move there and then pop back up and hit the shot.
A little fake jumper.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Bowes for three once again.
He's on fire!
Kyler Bowes knocks down another one. He's got 18 points. 9 here in the second half.
Hey, I don't know if one of his teammates down here was making a gesture, if he was just scratching his arm. I don't know that much about basketball gestures. He was doing this after he made the shot.
Ooh, I don't know.
Maybe he's saying he's got ice in his veins or something.
Cold-blooded. Taylor Young into the paint.
Ooh.
And foul under the basket. It's going to go against the Blue Devils. That one's on number 20, Bryce Puckett, the 6'7" senior. As Puckett will take a seat. And at the end of the game is Eli Steen, junior forward. Mason throws it into the backcourt, and Bordner chases it down for the Tigers. 4 minutes to play in a fast-paced third quarter here. Bordner.
I see what you did there. Chases it down for the Tigers.
And a timeout on the floor by Seneca East. Tigers want to talk it over. We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout.
Well, Blue Devils coming out with some momentum here in this
Yes.
second half, so they probably want to figure out how they're going to slow that down.
Absolutely, Greg. Speaking of slow down, Austin, you want to do a slow pan over the crowd over there? Because we still got to talk about our fan of the game, brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. And we got a little bit of a look at the sidelines here. And, whoa, who's that? Who's that? Is that Mark Davis? No, that's Roger Jury.
That guy looks like he could coach a basketball team or something. That's crazy.
And who are these guys?
Those guys look like they could play basketball or something. That's crazy.
The guy in the middle for sure. I don't know about the other two, but once again, our fan of the game brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc.
Some local celebrities showing out here tonight. Nobody in crazy outfits, though, except for Kyle up there in the corner in his Kentucky jersey.
Yeah, he's got to be in the running for fan of the game here tonight, but he's an employee, so I don't know if he can win.
Yeah.
Nice steal by Justin Ryder.
Steal with the little spin move there.
Ryder off the mark, gets it back, puts it in. He said, give me my change. Let me take that back. And we had a miscue on the inbound as the Blue Devils turn it back over to the Tigers. I didn't see what happened there. Austin, did you? Maybe a little. Ryder takes the inbound pass. And Bose, I thought, got a clean sweep there.
Yeah,
a clean swipe.
He's also too. Look at him.
He's not happy. .328 left here in the third. Ryder.
I thought he had a shot.
Puts it up and puts it in. Justin Ryder with 8 points here in the third quarter, helping the Tigers claw back in this one. They're down by 1.
Timeout really did him some good.
That's right.
And that's what you get, though, when you got some great coaching staffs. It's those timeouts.
Ooh, nearly threw it into the backcourt there. What a save by Braden Kitzler. And an offensive foul off the ball.
Let's see if I caught that again. That was incredible for him to not touch in the backcourt. Feet in the air, he says, shoop.
Once again, replays brought to you by our friends at National Machinery. Drive to the basket is cut off by the defense, and a held ball. Possession arrow favors the Tigers, so it'll stay on this end of the floor, but nice defense down low by the Blue Devils. Luke Mason feeds Justin Ryder. Ryder off to Taylor Young. Young gives it off to Bordner. Bordner pops it from 3, no good. Ryder over the back, and he's going to get called for the foul. There is no over the back in high school basketball, but you can still get the blocking call from behind. They got to call something. I mean, you know, they can't specifically say it's over the back because that's not a foul, but you can't just let them. You can't let that happen. 38-37, Blue Devil basketball. Kyler Bose.
I thought he was going to shoot it again.
He's got a hot trigger right now. Trip Phoenix puts it up and puts it in. Nice move to the basket. Phoenix, just a sophomore. Very talented sophomore for the Blue Devils. Onto the basket. Stolen away by Carey. Kitzler gives it off to Phoenix. Down low for Chase Stone. Back out to Kitzler for three. Off the rim, no.
Man, he was open too.
Mason grabs the loose ball, and he's fouled by Stone. That'll be the second foul on Chase Stone, and the fifth foul against the Blue Devils here in the third quarter, which means from this point on, Tigers will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that was a quick 5 fouls there.
Very quick.
I wasn't even aware that they were up to 5 until I just looked up there and said, wow, I guess that has happened a lot.
Luke Mason at the line. Once again, we told you folks, he's only missed one free throw the entire season.
I was going to say, is this
he's 3 for 3 on the night so far.
I like that the Seneca East bench down here, they all have like a jacket with their name on it, like a black and orange jacket. You see that down there?
Oh, yeah.
That's slick.
Oh, yeah, those are really nice. Little warm-ups with your name and number on them. That's one thing I love about Seneca East is
they got style.
They must have really good boosters over here. I'm just saying that much because they always have their names on the back of jerseys.
Oh, my goodness.
And a rebound grabbed by the Tigers. Taylor Young pulls it down amongst the trees down low. But a foul is called on Young. I believe. Or no, no foul.
Wow.
There's a foul. Bordner called for the foul on Braden Kitzler.
These guys just look like they're moving at super speed out there right now.
Tell you what, these Blue Devils, there's a lot of youth on this squad, but a lot of talent as well. It's Kitzler and Phoenix, both just sophomores. Bo's just a junior, as is Chase Stone, the 6'4" post. Stone kicks it out. Bose knocks it down from 3.
You're just predicting the future there, Nate.
I mean, you leave that guy wide open like that, I mean, that's pretty much money. Whew. Money in the bank. 21 points for Kyler Bose here tonight. I was getting ahead of myself there.
Yeah, that was hilarious. He didn't say he takes a shot. He said he knocked it down. Didn't curse him on that one.
Drive to the basket, and an offensive foul against the Tigers will go against Bryler Beamer. Beamer's not too happy about the call.
No.
Greg, what do you think about Short Shorts making a comeback?
No.
No?
I'm just going to keep saying that. No.
You don't like knees?
I don't have any, so I'm not a big fan of them.
Why are you showing off what I don't have?
It's like the Shane Gillis joke. I like the And One mixtape book.
Yeah, right? At the free throw line, Steen passes out to Bose. Bose, step back, puts up the 3, off the mark, no. That's Beamer.
We're just playing crazy basketball here now in the last second.
Well, Globetrotter action to close out the third quarter. But the Blue Devils on top, 43-39. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to Attica, Ohio. We're live here in the jungle.
What'd they do, just throw out T-shirts or something?
Yeah, and I didn't get one. What the heck?
I was looking down at the computer and I seen objects come flying towards us, and I was like, ah!
We start the fourth quarter. Carey on top of Seneca East, 43-39. As a reminder, folks, the first time these two teams played in Carey, Tigers came away with a victory. 72-51 was the final in that one. Much different result here tonight, as this one, Blue Devils on top by 4. Bordner gives it off to Ryder, mid-range jumper, that's in. Justin Ryder coming out of his shell here in the second half. He's got 10 points. Blue Devils with the basketball, they lead by 2. Braden Kitzler gives it off to Trip Phoenix. Phoenix out on the perimeter, gives it back to Kitzler, had it poked away. Steen down low, Stone puts it up and in. Defensive breakdown in the paint by the Tigers there, as Stone was all by himself. Handoff, Young gives it off to Mason.
Wow.
Luke Mason. What a move to the basket.
He's accounting for, almost half the total points here tonight?
20 points for Luke Mason from the Tigers. Three-point shot, Kitzler. Braden Kitzler knocks down the 3. He's got 12 points, all from beyond the arc. And the Blue Devils lead 48-43. 6:26 left to play in the ball game. Timeout on the floor. First timeout's brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let me tell you about our friends at VICEK Orthodontics. They're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age group. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today. VICEK Orthodontics, bringing out the best in every smile. And the Blue Devils fans got plenty to smile about here tonight. Now, whose jersey is that? Kyle?
Zoom in on Kyle. I want to see him.
Come on, Kyle. Cal? There's Cal.
Number 21.
Who's 21 for the Kentucky?
Kentucky something.
Something. What are they, the Wildcats?
The Kentucky
Blue Cats?
The Kentucky Bluegrass.
That's what I was going to say.
They're the Wildcats.
They are the Wildcats.
Look like Maryland over there with the checkered shoulders.
I thought at first it was a Jared Lorenzen jersey, but no, he was 22, not 21. So
I think it's a custom jersey he got for his 22nd birthday.
The Timu jersey?
Oh, wow. He almost lost that one, somehow got it back.
Ryder from 3, no. Stone grabs the rebound. Little guy in the crowd said, hey, where's the travel?
There's a lot of names on this Carey squad that sounds like professional wrestlers.
Steen under the basket. Put it up and in and draws the foul. Eli Steen.
And he kind of looks like a professional wrestler.
Yeah. What's the Von Erichs?
Yeah, I was going to say, he reminds me of an old school Von Erich or an Owen Hart or something like that.
Owen Hart, there you go. That's a good one. There you go, brother.
Yeah, but these names are just cracking me up. Stone,
Steen. Throwing bows. (51-43). Blue Devils with their largest lead of the ball game here. On top by 8. Bordner pulls up from 3, no good. Mason grabs the rebound for the Tigers.
Thought he was going to cut that one down there.
And he puts that one up and in. Nice little floater there from Luke Mason along the baseline.
You know, that wasn't a three-point shot, but that was impressive. I want to see that one again, Nate. That was,
nice little up and under there.
A nice little extension there to get it up. He's back here almost behind it. Just, boom. It's a great shot.
Bowes off the mark on the three-pointer. Mason to Taylor. Back out to Luke Mason. Had it stolen away by Kitzler.
Just juggling up there like he's in the circus or something.
I'll tell you what, they caught Mason not looking. He was looking ahead, looking for his next play, and they got him when he was just kind of standing there with the ball. Kitzler heads up play by the sophomore with the steal. Inside of 5 minutes to play. Kitzler pulls up from 3, off the mark. And this one's going to be a push-off on Chase Stone under the basket as the 6'4" post was working on the 5'10" Luke Mason. 5'9", sorry, I gave him an inch there. Timeout on the floor. Timeout's brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. 4:51 left to play here in the ball game. Blue Devils lead 51-45. Tigers were on top 25-23 at halftime. But the Blue Devils, I'll tell you what, Greg, the ball control by the Blue Devils has been key here tonight. They've really been methodical in their half-court sets. They've been really smart about their approach. They're taking good shots here tonight. They're not forcing offensive possessions. I think that's the key why they're on top right here.
Yeah, I think you're right, Nate. They came out in the second half and they were rolling with some momentum. Seneca East tried to call timeout, slow things down, and they started to claw their way back into this one. But Carey has just had this way here in the second half of just gaining ahead, gaining a little bit more traction, getting out a little bit further ahead. And here we see ourselves with they got a 6-point lead here with 5 minutes left.
That's right.
They just managed to stay out in front.
Kyler Bowes leading the way for the Blue Devils with 21 points. Luke Mason with 22. Both part of our player spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. I'm doing a pretty good job at picking those so far this year, Greg.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Mason brings it into the forecourt for the Tigers. And I think we're going to get a reach-in foul on Carter Bame.
Yeah, you're getting real good at picking that stuff. If they let you gamble on high school sports, you'd probably be a millionaire.
Gotta watch what we say here on the air, though.
I said if they.
If, not
That's
just
not a thing.
I'm just joking. Bryler Beamer inbounds it to Luke Mason in the backcourt. Mason working on Bame into the paint, gives it off to Beamer. Beamer stopped by the defense, puts it up. No.
Wow.
Stone grabs the rebound for the Blue Devils, and he is fouled on the loose ball. This one's going to go on Luke Mason. For Mason, that's his first foul, second team foul on the Tigers here in the fourth quarter. Both teams with 2 team fouls, 4:28 left to play. Blue Devils on top by 6. Carter Bame.
Good moves there.
Nice move. Into the forecourt, gives it off to Trip Phoenix. Kyler Bowes driving into the paint. Nice spin move. Double teamed, stripped away. Bordner with the strip. Driving, put it up. No.
Oh, my goodness.
And Bordner was unable to finish. Kyler Bowes at the other end of the floor trying to find his contact.
I was going to say, he definitely kind of, I don't know if he got poked in the eye or something down here. But
that's why I said looking for his contact, because he got poked in the eye.
Yeah, I was going to say, as soon as that strip happened, he kind of threw his hands up to his face, and I was like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, he's pretty
Looks like
fired
he's doing
up.
all right now, though.
4:03 left in the ball game. Blue Devils lead by 6. Kyler Bowes with it. Gives it off to Bame. Steen in the post. Puts it up and puts it in. Eli Steen. 5 points here. All in the fourth quarter. And an off-the-ball foul is going to go against the Blue Devils. That's going on number 3, Carter Bame. That'll be his second foul.
And so far here, Nate, about a minute's went off the clock, and the Blue Devils just increased that lead.
Bordner.
Seneca East needs to get something going here.
Stolen away. Blue Devil basketball. Bowes going to get called for travel. He was trying to get the pass up over the defender there. He took too many steps.
I say either he traveled or we got a bunch of cheerleaders in the stands over here because everybody's just rolling their wrists around together.
Right. Taylor Young with it in the backcourt. Brings it over the timeline into the forecourt for the Tigers. 3:20 to play. Had it poked away. Kyler Bowes with it. Into the paint. Put it up. No.
Oh, just too much.
Young grabs the rebound for the Tigers. Tigers trail by 8. 3:10 to play. Mason pulls up from 3. No. Grabs his own rebound. Puts it up. No good. But he draws the foul. Contact will be on the shot.
Is the determination, how hard he's working to try to get this one.
Well, and that's the Tigers got to get closer to the basket. That was one of my keys to the game, brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. Get to the free throw line, but more importantly, get to the basket. Get closer to the basket to get better opportunities. As Mason, 5 for 5 from the free throw line here tonight. And make it 6 for 6.
You know, Nate, I've heard you use the term Mr. Automatic before. I think he deserves that the most.
Yeah. It's just impressive when you see a kid that locked in from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Bowes.
We're just running around here trying to take up some time.
And a held ball. Possession arrow still favoring the Blue Devils. Coach Zach Boehm has given the officials an earful over here on the sideline, saying, "Where's the foul?" 2:51 left in the ball game. Blue Devils lead by 6. Trip Phoenix with the ball. Phoenix at the free throw line, down low. Whoa. Steen lost it, out of bounds. Back to the Tigers with 2:38 left to play.
It's getting chaotic down there.
Tigers with a chance to cut into this deficit here.
They really need to make a notch in that. Time's running down here.
They need a quality possession here. Don't waste this shot opportunity. And there's Young with a turnover.
Oh, my goodness.
Bowes into the paint, put it up, put it in, and draws the foul. Kyler Bowes will not be denied. Bowes with 23 points here tonight, leading the way for the Blue Devils. And that went in and out, but a lane violation is going to give him another shot.
Oh, man. That's just exactly what you don't want to do in this situation. You can't be giving them extra shots.
Kyler Bowes at the free throw line. No good on the second one, but Steen grabs the rebound. And a foul.
Wow.
It's going to go on Lucas Bordner.
So now Seneca East says over their 5 fouls, right?
That is the 5th foul against the Tigers. So that'll put the Blue Devils at the free throw line from here on out anytime there's a foul. Eli Steen in and out.
I'll tell you what, this gym, they just did a great job there of trying to cause some distraction from that free throw. They should be proud of themselves over here.
They're rocking.
You can hear it, listen to the screeching, trying to get in his head. It worked the first time, not the second time, though.
Cooler than the other side of the pillow, Eli Steen.
But the fans over here doing all they can to try to help their team out.
Steen makes 1 of 2. Blue Devils by 9. The Tigers got to get a good possession here.
Yeah. There's too much time has been eaten off the clock with no points.
Taylor Young gives it off to Bryler Beamer into the paint. Beamer puts it up, no good. Draws the contact on the shot, and he will go to the free throw line.
Now that's Carey's 5th foul, so they're both
teams in the bonus.
Could be a crazy last 2 minutes here, Nate.
A lot of time left to play here, folks. Don't go anywhere.
So you definitely want to nail these shots here, though.
And Ryler Beamer knocks down the first of 2 free throws.
Inch you way closer to that lead.
Beamer, a 63% free throw shooter on the season. Unable to get the second one to go. Still an 8-point lead for the Blue Devils.
The Blue Devils have done a great job here. In this last 4 minutes or so, they went from a 6-point lead to an 8-point lead with the Tigers trying as hard as they can to get into this one.
And that will send Braden Kitzler to the free throw line. Kitzler doesn't have a whole lot of scoring in the score sheet so far this year, but he is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Make that 3 for 3.
Must just not get fouled a lot.
Well, he only has 18 points coming into this one, so he's almost reached his season total so far. He's got 13 here tonight. Make it 13.
Almost.
Beamer to Young in the paint. Taylor Young, double team.
Look at that defense.
Kicks it out to Ryder. Justin Ryder.
Where are the white jerseys, mate? He's down here under the basket, surrounded by a sea of blue.
Yeah.
Where are his teammates at? That Carey defense.
This foul's going to go on Eli Steen. But I tell you, these Blue Devils have had a different presence down low since Steen has come into this one. It's kind of given them a tough presence down low.
Yeah, now you got almost your 2 options there to shoot it out wide for the 3, get up under the basket there. Steen's done a great job getting under the basket for the Blue Devils.
Ryder knocks down 1 of 2 free throws. Tigers still trail by 8. Blue Devils with the basketball, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, I just had myself a moment there, Nate, where I thought, well, why is he going so slow for? And I was like, oh yeah, that's Carey, they're winning. I was like, come on, where's the...
Yeah, they're trying to waste as much time as they can here. This timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Make sure you stick around for the postgame show, folks. As our postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union, we'll have our player of the game brought to you by Your Next Chapter.
I don't think Roger Jury's going to be our fan of the game. He must have seen enough. He just took off.
Oh, he dipped. Dipped out.
He said, I'm not dealing with all the traffic. I'm out of here.
We'll have our player of the game, our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, and our fan poll results. Of course, fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Still time to get your vote in. Head on over to our Instagram page. Vote for your team. Not who you think's going to win. Just vote for your team. We'll show the results in the postgame show. Blue Devil basketball coming out of the timeout. Bose inbounds to Steen. And now Bose gives it back to Steen. Stolen away by Mason. And a foul on the transition. Mason will go to the free throw line where he has been automatic so far.
Yeah, he's definitely the one you don't want to send to the free throw line. Oh.
Well.
We're going to act like we didn't see that one.
I didn't even say that he was 6 for 6 before that, so it's not my fault. I didn't jinx him.
He's not a machine. He's a human. Everybody's going to miss every now and then, but still, fantastic job.
1 of 2 on that trip for Luke Mason. 1:14 left here in the ball game. Blue Devils trying to close it out. Chase Stone with it. Trip Phoenix had it poked away. Kyler Bose right there.
That was a great
to
job
get it
of
back.
getting that one, yeah. Just being in the right place at the right time to grab that one.
Foul on the entry pass, trying to get it down low to Eli Steen.
And if you're the Tigers, you're just running out of time there.
Yeah. Steen at the free throw line.
There's that crowd again, Nate. He must have figured out a way to block it out now.
He's got 7 points here tonight. Kyler Bowes checks out with 23. Two for two for Eli Steen. He's got 8 points. The Blue Devils have a 9-point lead. We're inside of a minute to play. Bordner pulls up from three, off the mark. Steen grabs the rebound. And like I said, Greg, he is just giving them a different presence down low. Like, he's been a monster all over the offensive and defensive rebounds here in the second half, particularly here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it helps a lot when you're in this situation here late where Seneca East is going to take some wild shots that they might not take otherwise, and you're right there to get the rebounds when they don't land.
That went in and out for the lefty, Eli Steen. Junior forward.
There you go, nails that next one.
And he's got 9 points tonight. Bordner, left wing three, off the mark. Stone grabs the rebound. And the Blue Devils look to close this one out. And this will be just their 4th victory of the season if they can finish this one off here. Impressive. Coming on the road in a tough environment.
Yeah, they definitely didn't look like a 4-win team here tonight.
Yeah, no, not at all. They didn't play like one tonight either at all. Very impressive performance tonight by the Blue Devils. I was most impressed with them on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, their defense, they did a great job defensively, holding the Tigers to just 50 points here tonight, under their season average of 60. But I was really impressed with the Blue Devils offensively here tonight. They came into this one averaging just 48 points per game.
Whoa!
And a three-pointer finds the mark for Luke Mason.
But no, you're right, Nate. If this had been a higher defensive battle, we'd see a much lower score here, but 61 points by the Blue Devils is very impressive.
Yeah. Like I said, they came in averaging 48 points per game. Their leading scorer, Kyler Bowes, just 13.3 points per game. He's put up 23 tonight. And you look at some of the other contributors here tonight. Braden Kitzler, I think, was the X factor for them. Talk about a guy coming into this one who was averaging just 1.8 points per game. Wow. And he scored 13 points here tonight. And most of those coming from beyond the arc. He had 12 points from three-point land. Trip Phoenix, pitching in 8 points.
So sometimes it's just your night and you're just hot. And tonight may have been his night, Nate.
Tonight was the Blue Devils' night, for sure. I mean, basically, Greg, what they did is they said turnabout's fair game. If you're going to come into our house and beat us by 20, we'll come into your house and beat you by at least 8 so far.
$22 seconds left in this one here.
That timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Bowes takes the inbound, and he is fouled right away by Luke Mason. That'll be Mason's 4th foul of the night. That'll put Kyler Bowes at the free throw line.
Bowes has got a unique style and look to him, too. He looks like he could be one of the comedians on Kill Tony or something like that. Which is a compliment, young man. That's a compliment.
He definitely has a cartoon character kind of look to him, you know?
It's a good thing. You know me, Nate.
Oh, yeah. That's not a bad thing at all.
I don't like cookie cutter.
Absolutely. He stands out. He's got 24.
So I think only bested by the 28 put up on the other side of the ball there, I think, right?
And that's going to do it. That'll be the end of the ball game. Blue Devils come into the jungle and shock the Tigers.
That's got to feel good for those young men.
Absolutely. Their 4th win of the season coming on the road here in Attica. 62-53 is your final score. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the postgame show. Brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go, Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go! When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, welcome back to the postgame show, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your final score, Carey Blue Devils 62, Seneca East 53. We're live here in the jungle, and I've got our player of the game brought to you by Your Next Chapter. Kyler Bowes, what a phenomenal performance here tonight by you and the Blue Devils. Now, man, you came out on a mission. You came out with, the last time you guys played each other, it was a 20-point win for the Tigers in Carey. Was there any kind of extra emphasis on this one coming in because they came over to your house, they gave it to you pretty good. You had to want to come over here and say, hey, you know what, turnabout's fair game.
Yeah, I mean, losing at home is not fun.
Yeah.
It never is. So, like, after that and the first 9 losses that we had beginning of the season, it just something changed at locker room practice. It just flipped, and everybody's like, we're going to do it. They just pushed ourselves and just kept on working, and it came together tonight.
And I think you guys are starting to come together at the right time. I mean, obviously, you're not where you want to be record-wise, but when it comes to it, I mean, at the end of the season, everybody's going to make it in. You just want to look at it, right? You just want, give me a look at it. And I think right now, your team, boy, they look really good right now. You guys are playing some really good basketball. Your offensive half-court set was really what impressed me the most tonight. You guys were very deliberate with your passes, very methodical with your approach. Talk about just your plan of attack here tonight against the Tigers.
Yeah, we've been working at practice. I mean, we'd like to push it. We'd rather push the tempo. But, I mean, we slowed it down tonight. At the beginning, we had 12 turnovers in the first half, which showed, and we held it to 5. So we took care of the ball in the second half a lot better, and we just slowed it down, ran our sets, and finished. That's
huge, man. And you definitely finished here tonight. I mean, they had the lead at halftime. What was the word? What was the message in the locker room?
Coach said, he goes, we're right there where we want to be. He goes, we're going to have a shot at this. He goes, you guys just got to keep pushing it. He goes, we're really close. And, I mean, we busted our butts, and it came together.
Absolutely, and you guys are coming together, like you said, at a key moment in the season when it's getting close to tournament time. What's the message for the guys down the stretch? You got about, 8 games left?
Yep.
So what's the message for everybody going down the stretch right now?
I mean, for one, we got to stay healthy because we've had some injuries so far, but got to stay healthy. I mean, got to keep working. I mean, we have 8 or 9 games left, and we just got to bust our butt in practice and get ready for postseason.
That's right. All right, young man, you got any shout-outs you want to give tonight?
Obviously, all my teammates, coaches, family. Obviously, you can see my aunt that come up, take pictures. But everybody, Carey fans, everybody back home, I'm sure there's people watching some places.
Yeah, quite a few fans chiming in. Everybody was excited about this one. So big win for you guys here tonight. Congratulations. Excellent effort tonight. 24 points on the scoreboard. But most importantly, the win here in the jungle. Not a pleasant place to play for visitors, but hey, you guys got it done tonight. Outstanding performance once again. All right, Kyler Bowes, our player of the game, brought to you by Your Next Chapter. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments, and we'll talk about the defensive player of the game brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Got to hold it up. You got to hold it up. Hold it up. Yeah.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt-Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back. We're live here in Attica, and you're tuned into the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. And we have our fans of the game. That's right, we got a big 2 of them. Brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. Couple of the Biddy cheerleaders here tonight. They did a phenomenal job during halftime of the JV and the varsity game. Once again, fans of the game, great job, ladies. Fan of the game brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. All right, Greg.
Speaking of fans, want to do our fan poll now?
That's what I was just about to say. Let's get to our fan poll, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Where are we at?
Oh. The
Tigers might not have got the win on the scoreboard, but hey, you get the win on the fan poll tonight, as Tiger Faithful showed up for the Instagram fan poll. Once again, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments.
What do they got? Wrestling going on here in
That's
the morning or
wrestling
something?
tournament tomorrow.
I see that down there.
And
we got to talk about one more thing, Nate.
we have our defensive player of the game. We still have to award. Once again, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. And tonight, man, there was two guys that I really liked the performance I saw on the Blue Devils on the defensive end of the floor. And I think Eli Steen was the one guy that stood out to me in the second half. But if you're talking about the full game, Chase Stone, I think, takes home the Defensive Player of the Game award, as he was active on the boards all game long and really made life miserable for anybody trying to go into the paint tonight.
I don't know, Nate. I don't know if you were paying attention down here while you were just talking, but underneath this basket, I think we had Spider-Man hanging from the hoop. one of the Carey players was hanging from the hoop doing a Spider-Man pose. His buddies were taking pictures of him. So maybe he's the defender of the game.
I don't know. Maybe.
that was hilarious. I want to see that picture.
Once again, our Defensive Player of the Game brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. I think that's pretty much going to do it for us here tonight, folks. Once again, your final score, Carey 62, Seneca East 53. I want to thank Austin Rodriguez for doing a phenomenal job on camera. And also, as always, a big shout out and a thank you to Greg the Wizard Kinn for making us look good. All the graphics are brought to you by the Wizard. And he did a phenomenal job once again tonight, keeping us on the air, keeping us locked in. Thanks to all of you for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to thank our sponsors one more time, and then we'll wrap things up and get out of here. We want to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, Your Next Chapter, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of TIFFIN. All proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. That's it, folks. That's going to do it. For Austin Rodriguez and Greg Kinn, I'm Nate Mullins signing off from the jungle here in Attica. Your final score, Carey 62, Seneca East 53. Have a great night, everybody. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports.